Greetings, brothers and sisters. We are hoping that you're well in your space. You're free, free of mind and heart and spirit. So a ridiculous thing happened over the weekend in Ghana, where the New African Foundation had organized a convention, a very huge Pan-African convention that was supposed to happen on January 7th, 2024 on Sunday. That is just yesterday. And this was supposed to be the biggest. When we talk about Pan-African conventions, this was supposed to be huge in Ghana. And it was featuring Dr. Arikana, Mama Africa, Dr. Arikana Pichomberkwao. PLO, Professor PLO Lumumba from Kenya was supposed to be there. Julius Malema, the president, himself, was supposed to be there. There was Peter Obi of Nigeria. The Peter Obi. He's the leader of opposition. I'm not sure if it's the leader or he's the opposition of Nigeria. He was vying together with Tinubu for president, and things happened. Then there was Nana Kwame Bediako. If you don't know Nana Kwame Bediako, go out, check out there. He's a Ghanaian young entrepreneur who's doing massive things in Ghana. Actually, I think he's still building his own city in Ghana.
He's in
among other very, very prominent people, Pan-Africanists who were there. And there was special performances from beautiful and big musicians like Stoneboy, there's Wiyala, and Ifia. So it was supposed to be huge. And the most disappointing thing was people came from every. Imagine Mama Arikana Chimborikawa coming from US, Peter Obi coming from Nigeria, Professor PLO from Kenya, all the way.
Those are plane tickets.
Hours.
Wow.
Actually, from Kenya to Nigeria is like 6 hours.
And it's so damn expensive.
And it's expensive. You go there and you just go there and they are telling you cannot. And if you look at the videos of the event when people went there in the morning, young people from Ghana, Liberia, all over Africa, Sierra Leone, were there. And some had even traveled long distances from
the
US, from Europe, and they are told it was stopped. And the stadium had even choppers and crowd forces, like military was sent to make sure that the event was not going on. It was so disappointing for them and also for us, because we were waiting to give you information, share with you beautiful speeches from our Pan-African leaders. Man, it's sad. And when they were asked why did they stop the convention, they could only say orders from above. Orders from above for they have been sent with orders from above to stop it. So we're asking ourselves,
who is this one above, God?
Who is this orders from above? Actually, in a country, when we talk about orders from above, do you know it's the president?
Of course.
And this is a Pan-African event.
With people who are not even doing anything illegal, just holding a gathering to speak things that will build our continent, empower our youth, and you still say, nah.
No. And these guys had obtained permits since the November of 2020. And it's the same government which gave them permits.
All protocols were followed. We obtained a permit to have this event back in November of 2023.
Imagine
they had given it a green light.
And guys, imagine this is a whole stadium that has been prepared with all these things. And they have used a lot of money, paid for it, then you stop it at the last minute. And you are the same people.
Last hour.
And you are the same person who had given them permit. It means that it's not the government officials or the powers from above are not the president.
Somebody somewhere scrutinized it and was like, nah.
It's powers beyond the president.
Yeah, because if the president had approved and the Ghanaian government had approved, it means they were okay with it.
Exactly.
But some external force was like, what are you playing with?
And it means they are the masters of the president. So Nana Akufo-Addo, you have not done the right thing. And
whoever this pass from
Yeah,
above is
because-
at this point.
you know, Africans, young people especially, because Africa, they say about like 60% of Africa is young people, right? And
It's a young generation.
the young generation is waking up like
There was an outroar in Ghana after
yeah,
it
like
happened.
the whole of Africa, young people are waking up, and now they are looking up to these Pan-Africanists because they when they see Niger, when they see Burkina Faso, they're like, we want to be like that.
We want Ghana to be
Yeah.
something like this.
And these guys are preaching the freedom of Africa and also the independence. Like, let us do things for ourselves and not wait for the outside world.
Yeah.
Then you are here trying to
Block.
or to extinguish the lamp. I don't think they'll be able to do that.
Well, it might be possible now. By blocking it, of course, there's a lot of organization, money spent, transportation. Imagine somebody maybe had booked some hotel for a week to say after the event, I'll stay in Ghana for a week, you know.
Actually, even
just to-
for that night and the next day.
Exactly.
An expensive hotel, food,
Yeah,
and all that.
so
plane
imagine
ticket.
all of that, and it's since November. So people, in fact, if we had afforded to go, we would also have been there and been disappointed. So by this whole thing, so it's very unfortunate that some order from above, which I know for sure, this is some external force that has said no. Remember what Malema did in Kenya? Do you want to experience the same thing that Ruto went through? Do you want to be stripped naked in front of all these young people? You better not allow it to happen. So I think this order from above, every one of us knows it by now.
Yeah, we now know. We know, even you guys are brothers and sisters who follow us closely. You understand now. You know, when they talk about powers from above, and when you look at a country, the IMF is sitting on their necks, you definitely know the power from above is not the
When the
president.
bankruptcy, when
Yeah.
they tell you, if you continue with this, we'll sanction you.
Or
If we continue with
withdraw
this,
the loans we are giving you.
So you're like, no, there's no way I'm risking this money for some stupid event. Well, for them it's very stupid, because how can you allow people to travel all the way to your country and then tell them, nah, we are not having it?
It's crazy.
How?
Then
Same Ghana that brought back a lot of African Americans to Africa.
yeah, you wonder what is happening. And that is when Africans started waking up.
Yeah,
young
that's when a lot of
Africans.
Africans were like, oh, we have a home in Africa. Ghana is our home.
Yeah.
And now you're
And
telling
I'm
them.
sure young Ghanaians are probably, okay, let's say among the people who have woken up, most could be from Ghana and the West Africa region, from Francophone.
Sahel. And,
So the New African Foundation released a press release, and they said, we regret to inform you that the government has cancelled the above Pan-African event, which was to take place today at the Independence Square in Accra. All the special guests have arrived, and thousands of people have come from all over Ghana, as well as around the globe, for this historic event. We have just been informed of the cancellation of this event a couple of hours before its commencement. This event was approved by the government in November of 2023. This came as a shock to us and a devastation of our dignitaries and special guests who flew in from around the world. We at the New African Foundation apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused to our audience and the public alike. Please be aware that this situation was beyond our control. More to follow. But I am thinking, this could be a lesson to our future event. Like, let us stop trying to, go to these places where we know the presidents are already.
Yeah, go to BUYMEACOFFEE.
Yeah, we can create an event and take it to Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, countries, or even Uganda. I don't think Museveni will say no to a Pan-African event, or Rwanda. But we can look for these countries where we are sure that it won't be stopped. We saw Kemisabe going to Niger. We saw our very own sister Natalia going to Niger for Pan-African meetings. Nobody stopped them.
So,
We should be going to those countries.
yeah, but I think when you listen to this president speaking, it's like taking the event to Kenya. Some would think, wow, our President William Ruto is the best, take that event there. Only for you to realize there's an order from above that will make that decision at the end of the day.
But I think Kenya would be better. Because Malema came here for the Pan-African
At this point, after what Malema did, I don't think any Pan-African movement or meeting or gathering would be allowed in Kenya. Well, not for now. I think Ruto was very much embarrassed. And at this point, he's playing it safe.
Although I think he also doesn't care too much. So guys, after the event was cancelled, PLO Lumumba, Wisuna na Bediako, Mama African Chamber Kwao, did some press conferences. Yeah, and we are going to leave you with that as you watch. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And also like and also share.
Let us know what you think about this whole nonsense that has just happened in Ghana. What an unthoughtful and evil turn of events. Yeah. Honestly, it's the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody who's traveling to a country for some purpose and then you are told, nah, not here in Ghana. Guys, let us know in the comment section down below.
To Accra, Ghana, to share our message. The message of hope. The message that Africa needs at this time. And there is no better place in the continent of Africa to begin that message than Accra, Ghana. It is in this Accra, Ghana that the Osagie for Kwame Nkrumah almost 67 years ago spoke to the world and told the world that the independence of Ghana meant nothing if the continent of Africa was not free. 67 years later, we were congregating here in Accra in the very same place where the founding fathers and mothers of Ghana congregated to share the message of hope. Invited as we were by the New Africa Foundation, with one single instruction that we have lamented for too long, agonized for too long, and the time is now to organize. That is the innocent message that we came here to deliver. And in a manner totally inexplicable to us, we are not at that venue. But is it not the wise to say, when the world serves you a lemon, ask not for an orange, make yourself lemonade. We are here therefore to say that the message will be alive and well. And you who are here, young and old, you are the conduit via which we are now telling the world that the journey of hope continues apace, not only within the continent of Africa, which is the mother continent, but to Africans in the diaspora. I have no doubt in my mind that there is a conspiracy of sorts by the elements that it has happened the way it has happened. So this is not an occasion for lamentation. It is an occasion for redoubling our efforts. And our presence here in Accra, Ghana, my good friend, Honorable Obi, my dear sister, Dr. Rikana Chihomri, wow. This is the occasion for which the English word serendipity was created. It is a serendipitous occasion that heralds a great future for the continent of Africa. So that looking forward, a meeting such as this will happen not only here in Accra, Ghana, but I look forward to a meeting such as this taking place in Ouagadougou in Burkina, taking place in Dakar in Senegal, in Nairobi in Kenya, in Johannesburg in South Africa, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, because this is about the continent of Africa. And we say this at a time when we know that Africa has promised to herself that we are going to make more intimate our interaction. This is why the Africa Continental Free Trade Area is headquartered here in Accra, Ghana. This Accra, Ghana is where all Africans of goodwill pay homage. Because out of this Accra, Ghana, there was a great son, the Usagifo, Kwame Nkrumah. Shall be well with Accra, Ghana.
Thank you. Thank you.
May not be at the convention center, but we intend to continue to preach the gospel of truth until we reach the promised land. I have no doubt in my mind that we will get there. Because Africa, the Africans, the people I like to describe as the beautiful, intelligent, sophisticated, highly adaptable, and totally indestructible human beings, the mothers and fathers of humanity, we will get to the promised land. Woo! And that's why we're here.
I believe that I belong to Africa. I am a son of this soil, and I can add value to humanity, and I came here to do that. I came here to add value to this world and to nature. I am not going to live here without God even being proud of me. And when I'm not here also, I want you to remember that I came. And I want my absence to be felt. And for that reason, I know you're looking for the man. But the man in the mask is sitting in front of you.
What's up? What's up?
I am nothing to be scared of. I came to you as your salvation. I don't invest in myself alone. I am investing in you. And truly, these innocent leaders sitting beside me, of course I will not go to them and tell them that, hey, I am a man in a mask and I want you to come to Ghana to support me to do this and this. And this man of this dignity and this woman with such power will say, yes, I'm going to follow you to come to Ghana to do your convention and all of that. No. It is part of the movement. We need to educate. We need to uplift our children. We need to voice out to them. If you are about to find out about this man in the mask, because I never spoke a word, you were looking for me. I didn't tell you whether I am into politics, whether I am an evangelist, whether I am a conventionist or a revolutionist. After this day, you will have to wait for me to share my policies and my visions with you. And if I'm the reason why the country or the government is not happy about these great voices coming to educate not only Ghana, but also Africa, then I take this moment to sacrifice myself, to unveil myself, because I have much respect for the